For our opening sequence project, we chose a target audience of 15 to 25-year-olds of both genders, male and female. At the beginning, we showed a logo video of our distribution company, 20th Century Fox. This is because it's present in all films' opening sequence. Next is the Bloomhouse logo video, and it is here where we start our film soundtracks. This gets the audience in the mood for our film and has them wondering what's going to happen next. It also follows the thriller code and conventions. Our thriller opening sequence starts off with a pan camera movement from the door to our character Viola. This was used to build tension and create a sense of unknown when introducing the main character. We also used the first shot to show our opening credits, as that is a common use in opening sequences. This attracts our target audience by leaving them with many questions, which engages them right from the start. Next, we show the title, Perception. This was used to introduce the theme of our movie to the target audience.
Usually, the age group that enjoys horror/thriller genres are young adults to adults, 15 to 25. This is why we tried to interpret a sinister twist to it. Within the middle section, scenes were introduced which gave more information on what actually happened. For example, the scene of Viola washing blood off her hands means someone has been murdered. Next is the bloody picture frame, which may portray that the victim was one of the three. It could also represent the end of a friendship group, which may attract our target audience because we are trying to relate the friendship to themselves. The fact that the crime is based within the friendship group is more interesting because it makes the audience wonder what the victim did to make Viola kill her own friend.
In the first of these scenes, Viola is still standing in front of the mirror. She pushes her hair behind her ear and begins to hear the whispers. As our target audience is both males and females aged 15 to 25, we feel that the ending speaks volumes to our audience. The whispers that Viola hears give the feeling of a more sinister atmosphere. This draws the audience in further as the character appears to unravel more and more. Here, the audience begins to anticipate what will happen as the music intensifies. The tempo also increases, indicating that the scene is becoming more intense. The sound of the whispers also picks up speed and volume, causing the audience to be on high alert for new information. The change in the dynamics of the music highlight that this is the climax of the sequence and we see Viola at the peak of her distress.